Imagine stepping into a garden, your senses awaken as vibrant colors dance before your eyes, and the scent of blooming flowers wafts through the air. This isn't just any garden, it's a symphony of design, where every plant, every stone, every element is chosen with intention. From tranquil Zen retreats to charming English cottage gardens, each style possesses its own unique charm and character. So how do these breathtaking landscapes come to life? It's all about understanding and applying the core principles of garden design. Garden design is not just about planting flowers, it's about creating harmony, balance, and a sense of unity. Dive into the world of garden design, where we'll unravel the 6 core principles that form the bedrock of every stunning landscape. First, we have balance. Think of your garden as a painting, with each plant adding a splash of color. Balance is about ensuring that no single element overpowers the others. It's about creating a sense of symmetry that soothes the eye and calms the mind. Next, we have contrast. This principle is all about creating drama and interest. The key is to juxtapose different elements such as smooth and rough textures or bright and subdued colors. It's about creating a visual feast that keeps the eye moving and engaged. Unity, the third principle, is about creating a sense of cohesion and harmony. It's the thread that ties all the elements of your garden together, creating a unified whole that is greater than the sum of its parts. The fourth principle, variety, is the spice of garden design. It means adding different types of plants, textures, and colors to create interest and break up monotony. But remember, variety should never compromise unity. Then we have proportion, the fifth principle. It's about ensuring that the size and scale of your garden elements relate well to each other. A tall tree next to a tiny shrub may look out of place, but when combined with plants of varying heights, it can create a pleasing visual hierarchy. Finally, rhythm. This principle is about creating patterns and repetitions that guide the eye through the garden. It's like the beat of a song that gives it structure and flow. With these principles in mind, you're well on your way to creating your dream landscape. Now let's dive into some practical tips and creative ideas you can implement in your garden project. To start, choosing the right plants for your garden is crucial. You need to consider the climate and the amount of sunlight in your garden. Do you live in a tropical region or perhaps a cooler, temperate zone? This will greatly influence the types of plants that will thrive in your garden. If you're unsure, local garden centers or online gardening resources can be a wealth of information. The key is to select plants that will not only survive but flourish in your garden's specific conditions. Next, we move on to the concept of creating focal points. Focal points are areas in your garden that draw the eye. This could be a stunning tree, a beautiful statue, or even a colorful flower bed. The idea is to create a point of interest that adds a visual wow factor to your landscape. Focal points can also be used to direct the viewer's gaze around the garden, showcasing different plants and elements. Now let's talk about color. Color is a powerful tool in garden design. It can evoke certain moods, highlight specific plants, and create contrast. You might choose a monochromatic scheme where you use different shades of a single color. Or you might opt for a complementary color scheme where colors opposite each other on the color wheel are paired together for dramatic effect. In addition to color, consider texture in your garden design. The rough bark of a tree contrasted with the smooth leaves of a hosta, for example, can create an interesting visual dynamic. And don't forget about the seasons. A well-designed garden will offer visual interest throughout the year, not just in the peak of summer. Think about how your garden will look in all 4 seasons and plan accordingly. Lastly, always remember that your garden is a reflection of you. It's your canvas to paint on. Don't be afraid to experiment and try new things. If something doesn't work, you can always change it. Gardening is a process, not a one-time event. It's about growth, change, and continual learning. In conclusion, designing a garden is like composing a symphony. Each plant, each element has its own note to play. When all these elements come together in harmony, they create a beautiful masterpiece that is unique to you. And most importantly, have fun with it. Gardening is a joy, a therapy, a form of self-expression. It's a way to connect with nature and to bring beauty into your world. Don't get so caught up in rules and principles that you forget to enjoy the process. Remember, the beauty of garden design lies in your personal touch and creativity. Let's take a look at some stunning examples of how these principles come to life in real-world garden designs. First, consider the world-renowned Gardens by the Bay in Singapore. This futuristic landscape demonstrates the principle of unity, showcasing a seamless blend of nature and technology. The iconic super trees, vertical gardens that perform an array of environmental functions, are a testament to this. Despite their modern design, they blend harmoniously with the surrounding flora, creating a unified landscape that's both breathtaking and innovative. Now let's journey to the enchanting Butchart Gardens in Canada. Here, the principle of balance is exemplified in a remarkable way. The garden's design strikes a perfect equilibrium between man-made elements and natural features. Ornate sculptures and fountains coexist with a symphony of colorful blooms, creating a visual balance that's pleasing to the eye. Next, we have the vibrant Keukenhof Gardens in the Netherlands, an excellent representation of the principle of variety. Known as the Garden of Europe, Keukenhof boasts over 7 million flowers blooming in spring, presenting an astonishing array of colors, shapes, and sizes. This variety adds interest and excitement to the landscape, captivating visitors from all over the world. Now let's traverse to the serene Zen Gardens of Japan, where the principle of contrast is beautifully showcased. Here, meticulously raked sand contrasts starkly with the solidity of carefully placed rocks, creating a landscape that's both tranquil and visually striking. This interplay of contrasting elements instills a sense of harmony and calmness, a core element of Zen philosophy. Next on our tour are the charming English cottage gardens, epitomizing the principle of proportion. These gardens, with their quaint charm, are carefully designed to ensure that no single element overpowers another. The result is a delightful harmony of blooming flowers, lush greenery, and charming garden features, each proportioned to create a picture-perfect country garden scene. Finally, we visit the rhythmic gardens of Versailles in France. The principle of rhythm is expressed through the garden's meticulously designed pathways and hedges, leading the eye through a dance of repeating patterns and symmetrical designs. This rhythmic flow creates a sense of continuity and movement, guiding visitors on a mesmerizing journey through the garden's grandeur. These gardens are testaments to what can be achieved when you apply the principles of garden design. Each of these landscapes, though vastly different in style and location, is a clear demonstration of how balance, contrast, unity, variety, proportion, and rhythm can come together to create a breathtaking garden. They serve as an inspiration and a guide, showing us how we can apply these principles to create our own dream landscapes. Creating your dream landscape might seem like a daunting task, but remember, every beautiful garden started from a single seed. We've journeyed through the core principles of garden design, ideas that are more than just guidelines. They're the seeds that can help your garden dreams take root and flourish. Consider balance, the harmony between elements, creating a pleasing arrangement that brings tranquility. Ponder on contrast, the art of juxtaposing different elements to highlight their unique characteristics, making each one stand out in its own right. Reflect on unity, the thread that weaves disparate elements into a cohesive whole. And variety, the spice of the garden, introducing an element of surprise, a dash of the unexpected. Remember proportion, ensuring each element holds its ground, neither overshadowing nor being overshadowed. And finally, rhythm, the silent music of the garden, guiding your gaze in a harmonious dance across the landscape. We've also shared practical tips and creative ideas that you can implement in your own garden projects. Choosing the right plants for your climate, creating focal points, utilizing color effectively, all these contribute to the creation of your dream landscape. With these principles and a touch of your own creativity, your dream garden isn't just a possibility, it's an impending reality. Embark on your garden design project today, and watch as your dream landscape blossoms before your eyes. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on garden design and landscaping.